Communication from the president, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is maneuvering military assets and says the U.S. is in a defensive posture. Our chief national security correspondent, Jennifer Griffin, has more on what's being deployed to the region and whether that defensive posture might change to an offensive posture. Jen.
Well, John, first, a quick correction to what the former defense minister of Israel just said. The U.S. does not have B-2 bombers in the region at Diego Garcia. Those 6 B-2s were withdrawn after the Houthi conflict ended, and they were taken back to their home base in Missouri. The president, as you mentioned, is currently meeting with his national security team in the Situation Room. The Pentagon has ordered to the Middle East more air assets to include F-22s, F-16s, and F-35 fighter jets, and an extension of those already based in the region. The Pentagon also ordered a second aircraft carrier to the Middle East. The USS Nimitz should arrive in about a week, joining the Vinson Strike Group, already there off the coast of Oman. U.S. forces have not participated in any offensive strikes against Iran yet, but the U.S. military has been sharing intelligence and providing air defense of Israel from land and by sea. Here's Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth last night with Jesse Waters facing questions about whether the U.S. will further enter the war.
What it looks like right now is we're vigilant. We're prepared, and we've messaged consistently from the beginning that we're in the region to defend our people and our assets. So people are reading into a lot of aspects right now. We're strong, we're prepared, we're defensive, and President Trump hopes there can be peace.
The Nimitz and some of her escorts were spotted yesterday crossing the Singapore Strait, steaming west after leaving the South China Sea. On board are squadrons of F-18 Super Hornet strike aircraft and an electronic warfare squadron. More than 20 Air Force tankers have flown to the Middle East from Europe. All eyes now on Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, home to the B-2 stealth bombers. If the president orders them to fly, it's a 30-hour round trip to the Middle East and would require a lot of mid-air refueling, hence the pre-positioning of all those refuelers to Europe. As we learn more about what the president is thinking about further U.S. involvement to stop Iran's nuclear program, John, my colleague Peter Doocy is reporting that the president's top intelligence chief, Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, was not invited to Camp David on June 8th, where the intelligence and plans were being discussed. She was on National Guard duty at the time, but U.S. officials tell Peter she was never invited in the first place. She is in the Situation Room today, however. John.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. And that's what I was thinking about a few minutes ago when